The theater lights dimmed. The curtain was about to rise. And Sophia Lane stood backstage, heart pounding, not from nerves, but from the weight of a decision she had made 10 years ago. Her dream was clear. She had worked tirelessly to become a world-renowned ballerina. Every pirouette, every rehearsal, every aching muscle was leading to this moment, the audition that could change her life forever. But then, she met him, Daniel Hart, with his easy smile, his gentle voice, the way he made her laugh even on her worst days. He had asked her to marry him just 6 months into their relationship, and she had said yes. It was love, real, passionate, intoxicating love, and she had believed she could have both love and her dream. But reality didn't work that way. Once married, life demanded compromises. The late-night rehearsals, the tours, the auditions, each one clashed with the quiet life Daniel wanted. Slowly, almost imperceptibly, her dream was chipped away. Sophia had given up the international tour. She had refused auditions that conflicted with family plans. Even her daily practice dwindled, replaced by dinners, errands, and a life she hadn't envisioned. All for love. At first, it felt right. Because she loved Daniel. Because she believed love was enough. But tonight, as she watched the theater fill with hopeful dancers taking their final bows, she realized something had shifted. Her dream was still alive in her heart, but fragile, hidden, fading. And then she remembered his words from that morning. "I'm proud of you, Sophia. But maybe it's time to settle down. We don't need to chase the world anymore." Pride, duty, love, all tangled into a choice she thought she wanted. But deep down, a spark of regret lingered, a whisper in her soul that she had sacrificed too much. And she wasn't the only one who would feel it, because 10 years later, Daniel Hart was about to realize what he had truly lost. Broken heart, she gave up everything for love. But he didn't see it until it was almost gone. Backhand index pointing right, would you fight for your dream or for love? Speech balloon, comment your choice and share your story. Fire, like, and subscribe for more heart-touching, viral stories. The morning sunlight streamed through the curtains, soft and warm. But Daniel Hart didn't notice it. He was staring at Sophia Lane as she quietly sipped her coffee, her eyes distant, staring into nothing. It wasn't a new scene. He had seen it before, fleeting moments. Her sighs, the way her hands lingered over old ballet photos, the faint tension in her shoulders. But today, it hit him differently. "Are you okay?" he asked gently, reaching out. Sophia looked up, forcing a smile. "I'm fine," she said softly. Daniel hesitated. Something about the way she said it didn't match the warmth of the words. For years, he had thought their life was perfect. The house, the career he built, the family dinners, everything seemed flawless. But now, he was seeing the small cracks he had ignored. At breakfast, Sophia pushed her toast around the plate. "Not hungry?" Daniel asked. "I'm fine," she repeated, her eyes flicking toward the stack of unopened letters from dance studios across the country. Letters she hadn't opened in years. Dreams she had shelved for love. Later that evening, Daniel watched her in the living room. She was folding laundry, but her movements were mechanical, absent-minded. A photograph fell from a magazine she had left open on the table. It showed a ballerina in mid-leap, radiant, alive. Sophia's eyes lingered on the image too long. Daniel's chest tightened. He remembered the woman he had married, full of fire, ambition, laughter that could fill a room. And now, she was still the same woman, but something essential had dulled. Days passed, and Daniel started noticing it more. The subtle sadness in her smiles. The way she hesitated before agreeing to plans. The quiet resentment in small things, like missing rehearsals, saying no to friends, refusing invitations. One evening, he found her in their bedroom, staring at her old dance shoes. "They're beautiful," he said softly, trying to connect. Sophia didn't respond immediately. Then, without looking up, she whispered, "I wonder what would have happened if I hadn't said yes to you." Daniel froze. Her words were soft, but they cut deeper than anything he had heard in years. It wasn't just disappointment in her voice. It was regret. A quiet, lingering regret. And for the first time, Daniel realized something terrifying. He had believed their life together was perfect. But he had never truly seen her. Not the way she wanted to be seen. Not the way she needed to be seen. That night, as he lay awake, Daniel felt the weight of the years, the sacrifices she had made for him, the dreams she had given up. And slowly, painfully, he began to understand that love wasn't just about keeping someone close. It was about letting them soar. Tomorrow, he promised himself, he would start asking questions. He would start noticing. He would start trying to bring back the fire he had helped dim. Because he couldn't bear the thought of losing her, even if she was still right there beside him. The studio smelled like old wood and polished floors. It was quiet, empty, except for Sophia Lane, standing in the center, barefoot, her hands loosely holding the bar. Her reflection in the mirror wasn't the woman she had once imagined. It was softer, tired, but still beautiful. Behind her, the door opened slowly. Daniel Hart stepped in. He hesitated, watching her move. "You're here early," Sophia said without turning. "I wanted to see you," he replied softly, stepping closer. She turned finally, raising an eyebrow. "Why?" Daniel swallowed, searching for the right words. "I've been blind," he said quietly. "I didn't see what you gave up for me, what you gave up for us." Sophia looked down, her eyes glistening. "I thought I made the right choice," she whispered. "And maybe you did," Daniel said gently. "But maybe I can help you have both now." Her eyes widened. "What do you mean?" she asked cautiously. He smiled, hesitant but sincere. "I mean it's time to stop asking you to give up your dreams for me." Sophia's breath caught. "Daniel," she started, but he held up his hand. "No more excuses," he said firmly. "I want to see you dance again. Not for anyone else. Not for me. For you." Tears welled up in her eyes, but she blinked them back. "It's been 10 years, she whispered. "I'm rusty. I'm not the same." "Then let's start slow," Daniel said. "I'll support you every step. Lessons, auditions, tours, whatever you need." Sophia laughed softly, the sound trembling. "After all this time, you actually want me to follow my dream?" "I want you to have it," he said. "And I want you to know I'll be here, cheering the loudest every step of the way." Her heart pounded, emotions swirling. Hope, fear, excitement, and a long-buried joy that she thought she had lost. Over the next few weeks, Daniel didn't just talk. He booked her a private studio time. He found a coach she had admired as a teenager. He even called her old dance company to inquire about opportunities. And every step of the way, he reminded her she didn't have to sacrifice herself for love. Love wasn't meant to cage her dreams. It was meant to lift them. One evening, as Sophia finished a perfect pirouette and landed softly on the floor, Daniel stepped closer. "You've still got it," he said, his eyes shining with pride. She smiled, genuinely this time, the spark in her eyes returning. "I had it," she said. "I just forgot how to believe in myself." "And I'll remind you," he said softly. "Every day if I have to." For the first time in a decade, Sophia felt light, free, and she realized something powerful. Sacrificing her dream for love wasn't the end. It was the beginning of a love that truly supported her.